This is Bennett Davison with the EuroHooplife podcast. We're going to be talking specifically with Akeem Scott about Finland and his experience. Akeem, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. How you?
Good. So you still working out? How's the COVID treating you? What's Atlanta like?
Man, everything is good, man. Like, so just being able to be home with the family. Sometimes I got to go to teams without my family and then fly them over after. So I miss some times with my babies. I got two toddlers, but everything, like just spending so much time with them is enjoyable. I got a weight room in my garage. I got a court outside in front of my house. So
Perfect. So the life of
I'm
an international basketball player.
say it again.
So you're pretty much living the life of an international basketball player, just waiting to get overseas right now. You're in the
I say
transition.
I'm just waiting for my moment. I'm prepared, waiting for my moment. That is all that is happening at my house.
Awesome. Well, let's get it as a father and a basketball player. Let's get into it. We're going to talk specifically about the Finland team. Give me the breakdown of how you got over there. Give me about 2 to 3 minutes on that, and then what was it like when you got there? Where they picked you up? What was the living situation? How big was the city? What was it like?
All right, so right out of college, right after I graduated High Point University, a German agent reached out to me, and he told me that he think I'm good enough to play in Europe, and he wanted me to come live with him for a couple of months, so he could find me a job. So I did that, and he wound up finding me a gig in Finland. Finland is kind of crazy story for me because when I went to Finland, I went to a team called Hype, and I played great there. I was playing amazing, but they had cut me in the beginning because they wanted a veteran PG to put them into the playoffs.
Yeah.
They wound up losing every game after I left. So I had to come back to Finland the following year, and I played in the lower division, worked my way up that same year, and wound up playing for a team called Honka Espoo. And that's when I played behind, I don't know, some people may know the point guard named Petriku Copeland. He's playing in Russia now. He got drafted by the Portland Trailblazers. And I was his backup. We wound up winning the championship together. It was a good organization. We got paid on time. We all had our own house. We all had our own cars. So
So
everything was
what
good.
was the city like? Was it a big city? Because there's teams that have towns of 30,000 people or villages, and then you also have Moscow or something where you have a couple million people. You go to China, there's 6 million people in Guangzhou. What would the city? What you describe the city where the team you played for?
Well, Espoo was more of how to describe this. So we were 10 minutes outside of Helsinki.
Okay.
So you might as well just say we was in Helsinki. We was
Okay.
10 minutes. We were 10-minute drive out of Helsinki. Helsinki is
So you're out in the suburbs.
right. So it's not a huge city. Helsinki is not a huge city, but it's a beautiful one. And it's super clean, and the people are really nice, especially when the sun is out. And Finland, when it's wintertime, it's just mostly dark. It's darkness the whole time.
Yeah, and go into that. What was it like living over there? How many days of sun? Was the sky a different color? As a basketball player, you're really about wake up at 9 to 11 wake up at 8, train from 9 to 11, go home, eat, sleep, rest, stay off your feet, get back to practice 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, then you stay up till 1 o'clock. What's it like when you're living in that lifestyle? When your basketball is really about rhythm, even the game is.
So just what Finland is a little different because of the weather, how cold it is, and how dark it usually is in the wintertime.
Yeah.
I think we may be seeing about 4 hours of daylight throughout the season, until we got into that spring part of the year. But everything was ran right. Everything was good. I was coached by a Serbian coach, Coach F.I.B.A, who is a really tough coach, but he's a good coach. I look at him. I look at him as like a guy who kind of turned me into a point guard. I wasn't originally a point guard when I got there.
Well, it's a different from high school to college. Junior college to college, all the way to professionals. Every time you've got to learn a little bit better and it's good to have those coaches that can mentor and teach you like that.
Oh, definitely. I give a lot of credit to my success, because I'm going into my 14th year. I give a lot of credit to him because once he seen me playing how raw my game was, he told me that I'm gonna be a new type of point guard, which was gonna be a scoring point guard. When I got into the game in 2006, scoring point guards were really shooting guards, and it was more about the pure point guard. Set the play up, pass, hit the open jump shot.
Did this team allow you to play your game of basketball? Did they try to critique you? Because was it like that, or was it something like where the fans were behind you, the city was behind you, a lot of support and that type of stuff? As you transitioned through that season, what was the whole? How would you say? What was the whole like? What would be the best attribute of if some player was to go over there? What would be the best reason why that you would go to Finland as a young player?
So I guess the best reason I would go to Finland, you know, the culture, I really like the Finnish culture. My wife did too. It was they embraced so much. Like as far as like when I was there, they embraced the Americans. Like they love the Americans. And sometimes in Europe, you have some top players that really don't like Americans coming in there and being the man. They embrace that. They embrace hip hop. They embrace the food culture. So just going over there after I got like there for maybe like a month and a half to get my rhythm, I was like, oh man, this is low key like being at home.
Yeah.
So Finland is a great place
It's a
to
very
be.
welcoming city. So you would say, so if you had a recommendation, say 1 through 5 stars, one being the lowest, 5 being the highest, you say, I enjoyed myself playing here in Finland. This is a team, this is a city, and I would recommend anybody else to go there if they got an opportunity to.
Oh yeah, I tell people that all the time. So that would definitely be a 5 for me because
Finland.
yeah, I tell people all the time, go to Finland. If you can go to Finland and enjoy yourself, man. From the food, the basketball, the women are beautiful. Just keep it 100. Just for the
Yeah.
whole culture, I really enjoy it.
Okay.
The only down part about it is how cold and how dark it gets for how long.
Those are two large things. Those are two large attributes. But anyways, I just want to be able to say, how can players get in contact with you? Even agents can get in contact with you specifically for just picking your brains. I mean, this is Angie's EuroHooplife is an Angie's List specifically for international FIBA basketball players like yourself and I. And I
Yep.
wanted you to be able to people to start a conversation with you if you have some more information. Maybe a player is being offered a contract. How do they get in contact with you?
All right, so you can find me on LinkedIn. Akeem Scott on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is AKEEMSCOTT. And on Instagram, I'm on my Instagram a lot. So my Instagram is KEEMSCOTT, all one word, Keem Scott. And you can definitely hit me up there. And I will always keep it 100, whether it's, and not just only for Europe for me, because I played in Asia a little bit. And I played a lot of my career is in Latin America, is in South America. So if you got some questions about South America.
We're actually going to do individual interviews specifically on South America and other teams you played for. So Akeem, thank you for your time, and we'll wrap this up.
I appreciate you.
Yep.